The Avenue Center is in the north side of Houston. It's a great project in that it brings together a lot of functions that serve the community, that are needed by the community.
The Avenue Center is a great example of bringing partnerships together to solve a community need. In one space, they're able to deliver affordable childcare, homeownership counseling, health services to a low-income neighborhood that needed it desperately.
As a multifunctional nonprofit project, the Avenue Center really did a spectacular job of stretching every dollar.
They were able to maximize every nook and cranny of that building to take advantage of the services that they need to provide to their clients. I like how the design paid tribute to the neighborhood as far as the angles that they used, the colors that they represented.
The way they did the roof, it's kind of like a residential vernacular. The siding is kind of very scalable and readable from the street level. The functions of the building and even the architecture itself, both very contextual, responsive to the community.
It's one thing to say community, it's another thing to actually see the community engaging with the project, and that registered immediately when we visited.
The Center for Pursuit campus is visually stunning. The materials that they use, the red brick, which they preserved from their old campus, the metal, the lighting, the amount of open space, it's very welcoming.
Great example of design excellence in a nonprofit development. There's 3 main buildings, and they're all anchored around the central open courtyard. One thing I was really impressed with was that there was a connection to the neighborhood, kind of outward facing, but there was also a connection to kind of the inner courtyard.
We were able to visit some of the spaces that the clients use. For example, some of the clients help refurbish, whether it's furniture or art, in a technique called caning. Although they're intellectually disabled, they have a place they can come and have a purpose and feel valued. And the work was beautiful.
The Center for Pursuit has a chance to be a real beacon in terms of its engagement with the IDD community and the clients it serves. The high quality of the design and execution of that campus is really rare in the nonprofit space, and to see that in action and to see the clients enjoying that space and enjoying the opportunities that they're afforded there was really gratifying.
It's a space that people want to be. I think one of the missions is to make people happy, and I think they do that well. The Dunn Center for Behavioral Sciences is very exemplary for its kind. Having worked on healthcare projects in the past, I know that they can be very challenging because you're forced to consider a lot of inward-focused needs, but yet they were able to do it in such a way that is also very connected to the outdoors. And it's a good example of the building being able to be a catalyst for healing. In terms of like the outdoor space in the center of the building, there's a courtyard that no matter where you are in the building, you always have that kind of connection to the courtyard. So there's plentiful daylighting. There's also just nature in itself. These are just 2 natural features, that healing factors that the building utilizes very well.
The John Dunn Behavioral Science Center delivered a project from a team of experts in construction, in design, in operations, where they were able to deliver on time, under budget, which rarely happens, because they focused on investing in the spaces and the materials that made sense and were practical.
Located in a part of the North Houston area that's traditionally under-amenitized, the East Aldine Town Center really provided a breath of fresh air. There was a really creative approach to placemaking in terms of the terraforming and landscaping that was central to the whole vision.
It's an oasis from the layout of the buildings and the partnerships that they created with Lone Star College and with Baker Ripley and Hope Clinic. it all comes together cohesively in an environment that is open to the community.
The opportunities for community engagement have spanned a really wide array. Everything from venue for civic meetings, to outdoor concerts, to playgrounds for kids.
There's like an outdoor theater space. I think they have movies there. I think they use it for local vendors, food trucks to come, and they have a place for them to power. It seems like this is a space that the community loves and uses routinely. It's very successful in creating a space that the community takes pride in.
There were people everywhere when we toured the project, having fun, going to the different services, just relaxing. It was nice to see the community out enjoying a beautiful day in a beautiful park. You could drop this project in Aspen or any affluent neighborhood in the United States, and I think it would be designed the same way.